Hey everybody, I'm going to try this again since the previous day's game did not, the video did not upload due to copyright violations, I suppose is what you would call it. I was just trying to play some vintage music from 1987 between innings, little sound clips of certain songs, but apparently that has disrupted the powers that be, and there's some sort of copyright claim on it. I don't know if people thought I was going to try to sell it or make money or whatever, but whatever the case may be, that's why part one did not load up properly. I was surprised part two did, I guess because it was so small and there was only like one sound clip in there. Supposedly, and I tried it on my own, that part one can be seen if you're on a desktop or a laptop. For some reason on a smartphone or iPhone or whatever, it will not play. It doesn't even show up on my smartphone. It does show up on my laptop. So since that got all messed up, decided to go ahead and play the next game in the series for the video to give an update, an accurate update of what's going on with this 87 season. So we're into the next game with the Pirates, and it'll be Zane Smith on the mound for the Braves against Bob Walk for the Pirates. Now we go through the game day chart, and the first rule on the game day chart says, was it a win or loss in the previous game? And of course the Braves did lose. It says roll one die if equal or less than current losing streak, team has dissonance. Well, the losing streak is 7 games, so it's going to automatically be they're going to automatically be dissonant. I don't even have to roll for that. We're going to automatically be on the Stormy chart. The question is, are there any messages to change the way things are going? So we'll roll one die and see if there is. It's a 1. So the 1 says we got something from the front office. So maybe the front office is not happy about this losing streak. So let's see what we've got here. We're going to roll another die to see if it's an issue or not. It's a 1, which means we got a minor issue with the player. All right, now we need to find out which player has the minor issue. It's a 5, so that says a pitcher. All right, which pitcher? So let's look down here at which pitcher has a minor issue. It's a 4, and it says last used reliever. Well, the last used reliever was Jim Acker. So let's see what kind of minor issue Jim Acker has. So we'll roll for that. It's a 2. Let's see here. Minor issue. Where'd it go? Minor issue. He is unhappy this game. So he is unhappy this game. So that will replace the Ed Olwine till further notice. That has now been lifted. Right now we have Ted Simmons is still a hero until further notice. And now the new response is that Jim Acker is going to be unhappy. And that is unhappy for this game only. So it's only for this game. It's not going to be until further notice. So that's only going to affect this game, and he may not even pitch. So not going to hurt the Braves too badly on that. In the second part of the last, or the part 2 video that finally did go through, I did make a slight mistake with the Braves record. They have lost 7 in a row, but their record is actually was not 15-22 as I had stated. It's actually 15-20 because they were 15-13 at one point. So the 7 losses in a row has dropped them to 15-20, and they're going to try to turn it around today. To make more room on the table, I've decided to put the second page over on the side rather than putting it on top. And we'll look at the umpires for today's game. Ed Montague is at home plate. Dave Pallone is at first. Dutch Rennert is at second. And Lee Wire is at third. So the Braves will be pitching left-hander Zane Smith, which means the Pirates are going with their primarily right-handed hitting lineup. So a lot of their stars will not be playing, at least not starting in today's game. They could come off the bench. But Andy Van Slyke and Barry Bonds both will not be starting in today's lineup because these are as-played lineups, and this is how Jim Leyland set it up to go against the left-hander Zane Smith. So we're ready to go. Albert Hall stepping in the box against Bob Walk. And the Braves are on their quest to end the 7-game losing streak. Let's see if they can, in fact, do that. First pitch is a 3-4-5. 345 says iron catcher. No. Good eye. No, he does not. So he strikes out. Well, that's not a good way to start for the Braves. And that result was in blue, which means we go to the baseball right now chart. And Bob Walk is going to be semi-hot based on that strikeout. Deion James, of course, will be neutral because he's just coming to bat. So we're going to roll the 2 dice plus the decider and see what we get. Walk is going to be a hot pitcher because of the decider die, so it's a 1-2. It says hot batter. No, he's not a hot batter, so he grounds out to the shortstop. So Deion James, 6-3 ground out. And there's quickly 2 away, and that will bring up the third baseman, Ken Oberkfell. So Oberkfell with 2 outs and the bases empty. Oberkfell, 3-4-4. 3-4-4. Prospect. No, Bob Walk's an icon, so that's not a problem. Is the batter patient? He's got a semi-good eye, but he's not patient. So he pops out to the second baseman. In this case, that is Johnny Ray. So 3 up, 3 down for the Braves here in the first. We go to the bottom of the first with Atlanta nothing and Pittsburgh coming to bat. And John Cangelosi, the center fielder, will be leading off for the Pirates against Zane Smith. We've got a 3-4-6. 3-4-6 is blank for the pitcher. Is the batter eager? No, he's patient. So we got a walk and an active runner steals. Cangelosi is active. So Cangelosi has just singled and stolen a base, and he is in scoring position right away for right fielder Bobby Bonilla. So Bobby Bonilla is up, runner in scoring position, nobody out. Zane Smith in early trouble. 1-3-4. 1-3-4 is a catcher gold? No. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not a champion. So we have outfield drama. Outfield drama, and we do have 2 semi-qualities. Albert Hall is semi-iron. Dale Murphy is semi-gold. So let's check the outfield drama. We get a 1-3, and they're both neutral. Center fielder iron. No, he's not iron. He's neutral. So he makes a lunging catch, and the batter lines out. So it's a lunging catch by Albert Hall. And there is 1 away. And we're back to second baseman Johnny Ray. So Johnny Ray, chance here. It is a 3-5-6. 3-5-6. They are not the same because Ray is a switch hitter. Is he utility or sat sack? No, he's not. It's a single down the third base line. And with a runner on second base, runner advances 2 bases. So that means Cangelosi will score. And Johnny Ray has just given the Pirates a 1-0 lead based on that single. All right. Braves down early. Here is Jim Morrison, third baseman, with Ray at first. 1 out. It's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? Not yet. Not yet. Is he a champion or patient? No, he's neither one. So we got infield drama. So now we have infield drama, and everybody in the infield for the Braves is neutral. It's a 2-3. 2-3. Second baseman iron. No, he's not iron, so it's a routine ground out. And on a lead die of 2, that's a fielder's choice. So we got a 4-6 fielder's choice. Hubbard to Thomas. And that's out number 2. Puts Morrison at first base. Removes Ray from the base paths. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Mike Diaz, power hitting right-hander. You can see he's a home run king. Also a semi-whiffer. 2-4-5. Didn't we just have that? No, we had we had something else. 2-4-5 is blank. Is he a hero? No, he's not a hero. So he pops out to second, and that results in red. So to start the second inning, we will be going to the experience chart. But the Pirates did pick up a run, and after 1 inning from Three Rivers, it's the Pirates 1 and the Braves nothing. Okay, very quickly, one oversight I had before the game started. I forgot to list the hot and cold players. For the Pirates, Jim Morrison is the hot batter. Rafael Belliard is the cold batter. For the Braves, Gerald Perry is the hot batter. and Andres Thomas is the cold batter. For the Braves, they had 4 solo home runs yesterday, but those were the only hits by each of those players, so everybody was 1 for 4. At least Gerald Perry did sneak in a walk, so that's why I gave him the nod for the hot batter. All right, just wanted to do that. Now, the last at bat, or last out, was on the experience chart. And we have Icon Bob Walk against Icon Dale Murphy. So we have an iconic at bat here on the player experience chart. It's a 4-4. 4-4, umpire calls timeout, discards the ball. When play resumes, ball 4. So it's a walk to Dale Murphy. You know, one thing I've noticed in playing this game so far in this many games is that there are a lot of alternate results that end up in walks. So maybe that's why I felt like in the beginning of this game produced a little bit of high total with the walks, but I think that's due to the ineptitude of the players, because a lot of these results, if you don't pass certain tests, or the default seems to be a walk. So that's just my observation there. Not that it's a bad thing, just an observation. All right, here's Gerald Perry, the hot batter, designated hot batter, with Murphy at first. And we got a 4-5-5. 4-5-5 asks, does Bob Walk have flash? He's got semi-flash, but the side or die let him down. Is he a home run king? No, Murphy needed that at bat last time. Perry is not a home run king. So he grounds out to first, and on a lead die of 4, the runner will advance. So that's a 3 unassisted ground out on Perry for out number 1. And Murphy will advance to second base. So he is in scoring position, the tie and run, with 1 out. And that brings up the designated cold batter, Andres Thomas, who has really struggled since coming off the disabled list. 1-3-5, so we got an unusual play result, and the black 1 means we're checking the ballpark qualities. And on Three River Stadium, thanks to the photos put on the free site by Al Wilson, we've got Three River Stadium here, which is playing big, no matter if you're right or left. So we got a big ballpark to go on. I'm going to go to the ballpark mini chart. Since it's big, we don't need the decider die. We know it's big. I'm going to roll 2 dice and see what happens here with this at bat for Andres Thomas. It's a 1-4. 1-4 says small ballpark. No, it's not a small ballpark. We know it's a big ballpark. If it was a small ballpark, it would have been a home run, but it's going to be a fly out, routine fly out by the left fielder in this case. So that's out number 2. So out number 2, the largeness of Three River Stadium cost Andres Thomas there. Had that been in Atlanta, that might have very well been a home run. All right, here is Glenn Hubbard with 2 outs, and Murphy still perched at second. It's a 1-2-4. 1-2-4, does the pitcher have control? Walk does not have control. Is the batter eager? No, he's actually semi-patient. And we got a walk. So another walk. This one to, I'm sorry, I got the wrong batting order here. Not going to penalize the Braves for my mistake. It's actually Ozzie Virgil who should be in the next at bat. Hubbard's on deck. So let's redo the at bat from the beginning. 1-2-4, he does not have control. Is he eager? Virgil is not eager, so therefore it will be a walk. So instead of Hubbard walking, it's going to be Virgil walking. That puts runners at first and second. And now we have Glenn Hubbard coming up to the bat. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. 2-4-6. 2-4-6-8. Who do we appreciate? All right, 2-4-6. Again, it's asking about control, which he does not have. Is he eager or sad sack? No, he's not either one, so he walks again. So again, that's 3 walks this inning for Bob Walk. So walk is walking. And now we've got the pitcher at bat, Zane Smith. And he's pretty much got the standard pitch hitting qualities that pitchers have, unless he can walk again. 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Ask, is the pitcher a workman? No, he's not. Is the batter patient? No, he's actually eager. So he will ground out to first to end the inning. So Bob Walk pitches around 3 walks and gets out of it with no damage. We go to the bottom of the second, still with a score of Braves trailing the Pirates 1-0. And starting things off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first. Let's shuffle things around. One-handed is difficult. Sid Bream leads off, one of the few lefties in the lineup. 446. 446 is Zane Smith a star? No, he's not. Is Bream a sad sack, utility, or patient? He is neither, so he singles to right field. He's definitely not active, so he will not steal. But Bream does get a leadoff single, and that'll bring up the catcher, Junior Ortiz. Right-handed hitting catcher. He's the platoon catcher with LaValliere. 225. 225 is the pitcher a star? No, he's not. Is the batter a slugger or a sad sack? He is neither. So he will single to right field. I'm sorry, to center field. He singles to center field. And that puts Bream up to second base. We got some slow runners out there, so they're not going very far. But runners are at first and second for the diminutive Rafael Belliard at short. Let's see what Belliard can do. It's a 5.56. Is he an ace? No. Is he a sad sack? He's a semi-sad sack. Decider Die says no. So we got a double to right field by Belliard, and that'll clear the bases. So Belliard with a double, and that will score Bream and Ortiz. And it's all of a sudden 3-0 Pirates. And even Zane Smith is falling prey to the pitching woes. That'll bring up pitcher Bob Walk. 136. Is the pitcher an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? He is a semi-whiffer. Decider Die says no. So we got infield drama. So infield drama for the Braves. Could be even more problems. Let's see what happens with the infield drama. It's a 1-4. First baseman iron. No, he's not iron, so he makes the play on an easy ground out. And Belliard will move over to third base on the grounder to first. That's only the first out. The infield will have to come in. They can't afford to allow any more runs if they can help it. But they're going to have to deal with leadoff man John Cangelosi. So Cangelosi is up. He singled, stole second, and scored his first time up. It is a 2-2-6. 2-2-6 batter hit by pitch. No, Decider Die says he is not. Cleanup batter? No, he's not. It's a fly out to left field. Fly out to left field unless he's a whiffer, which he is not. Fly out to left. And let's see here. An active runner would score from third, but Belliard's not active. So it's simply a fly out to left by Cangelosi for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Bobby Bonilla as Zane Smith tries to pitch out of this. It's a 1-3-5. We got another unusual play result. This time the 1 is a red 1. So we're going to the extreme back of the book here, and we also need to look at what number the 5 is, or what color. It's a black 5, so we got red 1, black 5, which means we have on balks and bogeys. So we're going to check the result here for balks and bogeys and see what happens. The result is a 4-5 with the decider. Prospect catcher makes poor pitch call, rip to center on single. Icon catcher batter strikes out. Others at bat continues. Well, Ozzie Virgil is an icon catcher. So since he's an icon catcher, it's a strikeout. So Ozzie Virgil, using his experience to make the right call, fools Bobby Bonilla with a strikeout. But the Pirates do pick up 2 runs. And after 2 innings of play at Three Rivers, it is the Pirates 3 and the Braves nothing. Top of the third, Albert Hall to lead things off. He struck out his first time up. It's a 2.56. 2.56, is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? No, he's neither one. So we got infield drama for the Pirates, and everybody on the Pirates team, infielders and outfielders, are listed as neutral. So we got a neutral role here. 2-4. 2-4, second baseman Gold. Nope, he's not Gold. So we got an error. So an error on Johnny Ray, E4. And that will get the leadoff batter on for the Braves and Albert Hall. Not going to steal when you're down 3-0, so they're going to see if Deion James, Oberkfell, and Murphy can get something done. Here's James, 5.56. Is he an ace? No, he's not. Is he a sad sack? No, he's not. So he doubles to right field. So a double for Deion James, and that will score Albert Hall with an unearned run, and the Braves break on the scoreboard. It is now 3-1 Pirates, but at least the bats have awoken. And here's Ken Oberkfell. It's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he champion or patient? No. We're back to infield drama again. So infield drama once again. And we got a 1-4. 1-4 says first baseman iron. Nope. Easy ground out. So Oberkfell grounds it to Bream for out number 1. But Dion James will take third base. So now he's in a better scoring position with 1 out. And Dale Murphy stepping to the plate. So the Murph with a golden opportunity to get an RBI here. Maybe a sac fly if nothing else. So 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. Well, he's going to get a strikeout because Bob Walk is semi-flash and Decider Die says he is flash. And he's obviously fresh because we're in the 3rd inning. So it is a big strikeout for Bob Walk. So Walk gets the strikeout. And that'll be up now to Gerald Perry to bring home the run. Dion James still perched at 3rd with 2 outs. Gerald Perry, the designated hot batter in this game. 155. 155. Is he a home run king? No, that's the one we needed Murphy on last time. So it's going to be a fly out to center field. And the inning is over. But the Braves at least dent the scoreboard a little bit with a run. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd with the score Pirates 3 and the Braves 1. And Johnny Ray, who made that error, will be leading off the bottom of the 3rd against Zane Smith. Johnny Ray did single his first time up. So 1-4-6. 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? Zane Smith has semi-flash, but Decider Die says no. His batter champion? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to second. 4-3. One second baseman grounds to another. And that brings up Jim Morrison. Grounded to a fielder's choice his first time up. It's a 3-4-5. Iron catcher? No. Does he have a good eye? No, he does not. So he strikes out. And that strikeout is in blue, which means we're going to the right now chart for the next at bat with Mike Diaz. And we're going to have Diaz is neutral and Zane Smith is semi-hot thanks to the strikeout. And he is going to be a hot pitcher. 1-2. It's talking about a hot batter. So he's not a hot batter, so he grounds out to short to end the inning. So Zane Smith, maybe inspired by that, at least that 1 run of support, shuts out the Pirates here in the 3rd. We go to the 4th. Score still 3-1 in favor of the Braves. And that'll bring up Andres Thomas to lead things off. He flied to left his first time up. We've got a 1-1-5. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. He's semi-fresh. Decider Die says he is fresh, so it's a pop out to the infielder of our choice. So we'll say he pops out to Belliard at shortstop, 1 away. And that will now bring up the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. Walked his first time up. It's a 2-5-6. We're getting that roll a lot. 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient? No, he's not. So we got infield drama again. Back to infield drama. 5-6. 5-6. First baseman gold. No, he's not. So it's an error again. And this one is going to be an error on the, we're going to call it on the 3rd baseman this time. Probably should take the time to roll for, see who the fielder is. But since I'm not counting cumulative stats for the Pirate infielders as far as defense goes, the error pretty much is irrelevant in my world. So I'm going to go ahead and call Morrison with the error. That's the 2nd error on the Pirates in this game. So maybe opening another door for the Braves. And Glenn Hubbard is up. He walked his first time up. 1 out, Virgil at first. Hubbard, 5-5-6. We've had that roll quite a bit too. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he a sad sack? No. So Hubbard will double. And that will bring home Ozzie Virgil with another unearned run for the Braves, but they don't care. It's now a 3-2 ball game. 3-2, and Hubbard with the RBI. And now that brings up the pitcher, Zane Smith. 1 out, and Hubbard at second. And we got 2-3-4. 2-3-4, ask runners on base. Yes, they are. We got plate drama. So now we're going to go to plate drama. See what happens here with plate drama. We get a 1-6. 1-6 catcher iron. No, he's not iron. It's low and away for a ball, and we do have an orange result there, which means we're going to the umpire chart. So we will engage the umpires for the first time today. Runner on second base, umpire chart. So we'll see what happens here. And we get a 3-4. 3-4, questionable umpire at second. The second base umpire is Dutch Rennert. Dutch Rennert is not questionable. So we're going to lose that result. 3-4, he is not questionable. If he was, a line-out runner called out on second despite missing tag, double play. Other umpires rule runner safe. But it's a line-out, and that's the main gist there. But we don't have a double play because he's not questionable. So the runner will stay safe. Hubbard will be safe. But it is a line-out to second base for Zane Smith and out number 2. So had the umpire at second been questionable, it would have been a line-out double play. Now I know sometimes the book talks about rolling the side or die on that, but when the umpire chart is involved, that kind of precludes that. So now we're back to the top of the order and Albert Hall. So thanks to Dutch Rennert for not being questionable. All right, here's Albert Hall with 2 outs. He reached on an error his last time up. 2-4-4. 2-4-4. Is he an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not. So he grounds out to short because he's not a whiffer. And the inning is over. But the Braves do pick up a run. They've cut that lead to 3-2. So we'll be back here in the bottom of the 4th. Pirates coming to bat, leading 3-2. Okay, bottom of the 4th, and Sid Bream will lead off. And we've got a 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Is the batter patient? No, he's not. So he grounds out to first. So Bream grounds out to Gerald Perry unassisted. 1 away, and that brings up the catcher, Junior Ortiz. He got a base hit and scored his first time up. It's a 3-5-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is the batter a champion? No. So he grounds out to second. He is not a whiffer, so it is a ground out to second. 4-3, out number 2. And that brings up the shortstop, Rafael Belliard. 2 out, space is empty. Belliard had that 2-run double his first time up, surprisingly. It's a 3-3-5. Is he wild? No, he's not wild. Is he a sad sack? He is a semi-sad sack. The side or die says no. So he gets a single to right field, and he steals a base because he's not stoic. So a single by Belliard and a stolen base. So the number 8 hitter Belliard singles and steals, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Bob Walk, with 2 outs and Belliard at second. It's a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? He is fresh because the side or die says he is fresh. So it's a line out to second, and the inning is over. So maybe Zane Smith has gotten a little bit better control of his game now as he's shut out the Pirates for 2 consecutive innings. And we go to the 5th with the score still Pirates 3 and the Braves 2. And Dion James will lead things off. He doubled his last time up, driving in Albert Hall. It's a 5-6-6. 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Does he have a good eye? No. So he strikes out. So it's a strikeout for Dion James, out number 1, and that result was in blue, so we will be going to the right now chart, and that'll be for Oberkfeld's at bat. Oberkfeld, his last time up, grounded to first, so he's neutral. Bob Walk will be, since we're in the 5th inning now, double check this. 5th inning right now. Let's see what we got here. 5th inning right now. Let's see here. Keep forgetting it's the 5th or 6th inning where this takes full effect. Oh, it's the 5th inning, so we're still in semi mode. So we do need the side or die for Bob Walk. It'll be next inning that takes full effect. So Bob Walk's semi hot. Oberkfeld is neutral. All right, it's 4-6, so he is a hot pitcher. 4-6, hot pitcher, certainly is. Batter, baffles batter with called strike 3, strikeout. So Oberkfell strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the 5th, and that'll bring up Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy with 2 outs and the bases empty. Still has the capability of tying the game with 1 swing of the bat. See what Murph can do. He did strike out his last time up. It's a 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Asks, is he a struggler? No. Is the batter patient? Murphy is semi-patient. Decider die says no. So he gets a ground ball to third. But we do need to check and see if he's a whiffer or not. He's a semi-whiffer, so we're going to roll the decider die again to check on his whiffer quality. He is a whiffer this at bat, so it will be a strikeout. So Bob Walk strikes out the side here in the top of the 5th. And we go to the bottom of the 5th still with the score, Pirates 3 and the Braves 2. All right, John Cangelosi, top of the order, stepping up against Zane Smith here in the 5th. And we get a 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Wild, no. Eager. He is not eager. He's actually patient. So he grounds out to second. But if he's patient, he draws a walk. He's got the full patient quality, so he will draw a walk. So John Cangelosi, that's why he's a good leadoff hitter, because he's patient and takes walks. So turning out into a walk right there, thanks to the hourglass symbol. So that'll bring up Bobby Bonilla. 0 for 2. It's a 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is the batter patient? No, he's semi-eager. So he grounds out to third. He's not a whiffer. It's just a ground out to third, and that is going to be a double play with a lead die of 1. That is a 5-4-3 double play. And that certainly helps Mr. Smith. So now there's 2 outs. Bases empty for second baseman Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray. And we get a 1-2-4. 1-2-4 control. Zane Smith is semi-control, but Decider die says no. Is he eager? We got to roll for that because he's semi-eager. Johnny Ray is semi-eager. Let's see if he's eager or not. He is not, so he's not eager. So we skip the eager quality, and we get a walk. So Johnny Ray will walk. He's not an active runner, so he won't steal, but he does get the walk. And that brings up Jim Morrison, third baseman. Struck out his last time up. It's a 1-2-6, which means, is he fresh? Yes, he is. Decider die says he is. So it's a line out to second. And the inning is over. So we completed 5 here in Three River Stadium with the score still Pirates 3 and the Braves 2. All right, Gerald Perry will start off the top of the 6th here against Bob Walk. It's a 3-5-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he a champion? No, he's not. So he grounds out to second. He's not a whiffer, so it's simply a ground out to second. And Gerald Perry is out, 1 away for shortstop Andres Thomas. 0 for 2. It's a 1-4-4. Does he have flash? Bob Walk has semi-flash, but Decider die says no. Is he a hero? No, Thomas is not a hero, so he grounds out to short, although he is a semi-whiffer. So we're going to roll to see if he strikes out or grounds out to make it official. It's a ground out, so it's a ground out to short. 6-3 for out number 2. So quickly 2 away for catcher Ozzie Virgil. Braves could use another one of those solo home runs right about now. Tie the ball game. It's a 3-4-6. 3-4-6 is blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? No, he's not. So we get a walk. Wouldn't you know it? Another walk. That'll bring up Glenn Hubbard, and we're going to be going to the the chemistry chart. Chemistry chart. And Chuck Tanner is going to use a manager card. He is going to use a manager card here. He's going to give his team some dugout chatter. So dugout chatter will turn his dissonant Braves into neutral. So they are now neutral along with the Pirates. So both teams are in the neutral category on team chemistry. So we'll see if that has an effect here on Hubbard. It's a 2-6. 2-6. Batting team harmony. No, they're not harmony. They're just neutral. So it's a ground out to second to end the inning. So Chuck Tanner thought he might be able to do something there, but didn't work out for the Braves. They go quietly 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And we go to the top, in the top of the 6th. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th. I'll get it right. Mike Diaz leads things off here in the bottom of the 6th. And we get a 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Is the batter patient? No, he's not patient. So he grounds out to first. One away. And that brings up first baseman Sid Bream. 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Does the pitcher have flash? He's got semi-flash, but the sire die says no. Is he a home run king? No, he's a semi-slugger, but not a home run king. So he grounds out to first as well. So a lot of ground out to first in this game as well, I've noticed, along with the walks. Just a couple of observations. Not saying they're good or bad, just observations. All right, here's Junior Ortiz. It's a 2-4-5. 2-4-5 is blank for the pitcher. Is he a hero? No, Ortiz is not a hero, so he will pop out to second to end the inning. That result is in red, so we will be going to the experience chart for the top of the 7th. But right now, after 6 complete, it is the Pirates clinging to a 3-2 lead over the Braves. All right, top of the 7th, and this is why I like National League rules. Adds a little bit of strategy to the game. Normally, you would not consider removing Zane Smith because he's pitching very well. He shut out the Pirates the last 4 innings and it's going strong. However, you're behind 3-2 and starting the top of the 7th, and he is scheduled to lead off the next inning. The question is, do you trust the bullpen to hold it, and will the pinch hitter get on base? This is where, Chuck Tanner has to make his call. Do you pinch hit, or do you just leave him out there and let him keep pitching, hoping that your offense can do something? They're going to make the call to a pinch hitter, so we'll be right back with the pinch hitter for Zane Smith. All right, Chuck Tanner has motioned for Greg Nettles to come off the bench, so Nettles will pinch hit for Zane Smith, and Gene Garber is going to be the new Braves pitcher in the bottom of the 7th. But right now, it is Nettles pinch hitting for Smith against Bob Walk. Let's see if the strategy pays off. It's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6, ask is pitcher struggler? No. Is a batter champion or patient? No, it's got infield drama. So it looks like this would have been the same result had Zane Smith been pitching as well. So probably not a good move to take him out of the game, but you never know. You have to try some things sometimes. Here's infield drama. It's a 3-6. 3-6, third baseman Gold. Nope, batter safe on an error. So third error of the game. It's an E5 this time on the second error of the game on Morrison. He has now committed 2 errors. That's 3 Pirate errors in this game. And Nettles will reach. Nettles is semi-stoic, so we could be looking at a pinch hitter here. Pinch runner, I'm sorry. Pinch runner is a possibility. The question is, do they want to use anybody that could be a pinch hitter later on? I think they're going to leave Nettles out there, and if he gets in scoring position, then possibly make the move. So right now, Nettles is going to hang on and be at first base. That'll bring up Albert Hall. So Albert Hall, the batter. In fact, Albert Hall is going to bunt. Try to get a sacrifice bunt here. It's a 4, which is a good sacrifice bunt. Anything 3, 4, 5 is a good sacrifice bunt. So Hall will execute the sacrifice bunt. And Nettles will now go to second base. Now you wonder if they might pinch run for Nettles, but really there's not a whole lot on the bench here. You really hate to burn a better pinch hitter. However, they could use Rafael Ramirez. He's not that great of a hitter, and at least he is a non-stoic runner. So Ramirez is into pinch run. He won't be stoic the way Nettles was. Well, Nettles was semi-stoic. So Ramirez is pinch running. at second base to try to score on a hit to tie the ball game. Braves putting all the chips in here in the top of the seventh to get back in this game while they still can. All right, here's Deion James with Ramirez now at second. It's a 1-1-4. 1-1-4 asks, is the pitcher fresh? He is in the seventh inning, so he loses all freshness qualities, so he's not fresh, even though the sire die says that. It's not going to work. So is the batter a sad sack or patient? No, he's not. So it's a single to right field for Deion James. Single to right field. Runner advances one base on hits, two bases on a single, but an active runner can score, but Ramirez is not active, but he will move to third on the single by Deion James. Puts runners at the corners, and that result was in purple, so we will be going to the chemistry chart. Chuck Tanner's already used his chemistry manager play, so he's going to have to sweat this one out as we have dissonant against neutral. I'm sorry, yes, that's it. Dissonant against neutral. It's a 5-6. 5-6. Batting team dissonance. Yep, pitcher not. Oh, I'm sorry, that's pitcher team dissonance. Nope, they're not dissonant, so we get a strikeout. So since they were neutral, it is a big strikeout of Ken Oberkfell for out number 2. And that result was in blue, so we will be going to the right now chart with the big at bat between Bob Walk and Dale Murphy. Walk will be hot since he got that strikeout. Murphy will be cold because he struck out his last time up. But Chuck Tanner is going to use another manager card. And let's see what we get. We get a one-on-one pep talk, and the cold player becomes neutral. So now Dale Murphy will be neutral thanks to that pep talk. So we got a hot pitcher against a neutral batter. It's a 5-6. Hot pitcher, yes, he is a hot pitcher. Shows best stuff, retiring sides, alternating ground outs. Well, this is the third out, so it doesn't really matter. It's just going to be a ground out. We'll call it a grounder to short to end the inning. So the Braves miss out on a golden opportunity there. Runner at third and one out and could not get him home. So we go to the bottom of the seventh with the score. Still Pirates 3, Braves 2. And Gene Garber is the new pitcher for the Braves. He will be leading things off facing Belliard, and a pinch hitter for Bob Walk is most likely in the offering, and then Cangelosi. So we got Garber, who is an ace this first at bat against Belliard. It's a 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is. It's a line out to third base. So it would have been a double otherwise. Another double would have been coming along for, actually, he would have lined out because he was a semi-sad sack, and the sire die would have got him. But still, better to have that ace quality. Takes care of that. So a line out to Oberkfell at third for out number 1. And now we will get a pinch hitter for the pitcher Bob Walk, who's went 7 innings, and that's more than the Pirates can ask for. And we'll get a pinch hitter. It'll be Andy Van Slyke. So Andy Van Slyke is going to pick up a bat, and he will hit for Bob Walk as the Pirate bullpen is in motion. So Andy Van Slyke with one out and a run and nobody on will be pinch hitting here. Van Slyke. He is a hero and a slugger. Also a semi-whiffer. All right, 2-4-6. 2-4-6, does the pitcher have control? Gene Garber has semi-control. The sire die says he does. So it's a ground out back to the pitcher Garber for out number 2. So Gene Garber retires the first 2, and that'll bring up John Cangelosi. Cangelosi at 2-3-6. Double control. No, he doesn't have double control. The pitcher is not batting, so it's a walk. So John Cangelosi draws his second walk of the game. Keeps the inning going for Bobby Bonilla. Right fielder Bobby Bonilla. See what Bonilla can do here against Garber. 1-5-6. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So we have outfield drama. And again, we need the decider die because Murphy and Hall are both semi-qualities. Now they're both neutral. 1-4. Right fielder gold. No, he's not gold. So it's a base hit to right field. That result is in red. So we're going to the right now. I'm sorry, to the experience chart. With a lead die of 1, Cangelosi will have to stop at second base. But we're going to the experience chart, and Garber is an icon. Johnny Ray is a semi-icon. So the Braves have a slight advantage there, depending on the decider die. So we go to the player experience. Johnny Ray against Garber. And Ray is now an icon as well. 2-5. 2-5 says icon batter. Anticipates pitch, chops single pass shortstop. So it's a base hit. And a lead die of 2 says runner advances 1 base. But an active runner scores from second on any hit. And I do believe Cangelosi is active. Cangelosi is active. So that will score Cangelosi. So 2-out rallies here as Johnny Ray delivers a single to score Cangelosi. And the Pirates now lead it 4-2. And that will bring up third baseman Jim Morrison. And Garber now has allowed his third consecutive base runner, so he is considered to be a semi-struggler at this point. So let's see what Braves want to do here. They're going to leave him in there to face Morrison. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. 1-2-5. 1-2-5 asks, is he a struggler? Bad news, folks. Decider die says he is a struggler, and that is a home run for Jim Morrison. A 3-run shot. A 3-run shot for Jim Morrison. And the Braves bullpen has just imploded once again. Chuck Tanner going 1 batter too long with his bullpen. And that's going to do it for Garber. 1 batter too late. A 3-run shot. And that now makes it a 7-2 ball game. As the Pirates' Jim Morrison waylays one into deep left field. Garber is out of there. Thank goodness. And we'll go to another pitcher for the Braves. Coming up is Mike Diaz. So at this point, does it really matter if you bring a righty or a lefty in? Probably not. So they're going to, let's see who they're going to bring in here. They're going to bring in choices, and they're all bad. They're going to bring in Jeff Dedman. So Jeff Dedman is in. And Jeff Dedman will be an ace this at bat. He has no pitching qualities, but will be an ace this at bat against Diaz. And it's a 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Is the batter a champion or a whiffer? He is a semi-whiffer. Decider die says he is a whiffer, so therefore he nubs a single to third base. So an infield single by Diaz keeps the inning going, and that brings up Sid Bream. Bream, 2-3-4. Runners on base, yep, we got plate drama. So plate drama for Ozzie Virgil with runners on base. We have a 1-2. 1-2, catcher iron. No, he's not iron. It's a ball. And we will go to the umpire chart since that was in orange. And we have a runner on first. So umpire chart, runner at first. And we get a 3-6. 3-6, questionable umpire at home. Ed Montague is the home plate umpire. He is not questionable. So we don't need to worry about that. Questionable umpire at home doesn't hear batter call timeout, called strike 3. Other umpires timeout, batter still at bat. So Montague heard Bream ask for time, and so now we're going to reboot and start again. 3-3-6. 3-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? No, he's not. So it's a single to center. Single to center for Bream. That will move Diaz to third base. Runners are at the corners. Still 2 outs. And all this happened with 2 outs and nobody on base. Started with a Cangelosi walk. That result was in red, so we're going to the icon or the experience chart. And we got Junior Ortiz, who is a semi-icon, against Dedmon, who is neutral. It's a 2-5, so they're both neutral. 2-5, icon batter. No, he's not, so it's a line out to third. And the inning is mercifully over, and it ends the way it started. Belliard lined to third to start the inning. They sent 9 batters to the plate, picking up 4 runs. And so at the end of 7 complete here in Pittsburgh, it is the Pirates 7 and the Braves 2. Okay, a couple of changes now in the top of the 8th, with the last out being made by Junior Ortiz, the catcher, in the number 7 slot. The new pitcher would have had to hit second in the order, so we have a double switch. New pitcher Bob Patterson is going to bat in the number 5 slot, formerly held by left fielder Mike Diaz. And the new left fielder is going to be Barry Bonds, and he will hit in the number 9 slot, which means he hits second in the bottom of the 8th. So, Bob Patterson is your new pitcher. He will be an ace this at bat. He is a struggler and a workman, but he is going to be an ace this first at bat. And with a 7-2 lead, the Pirates figure they can at least take a chance with him. So that's what's going to happen. And he'll be facing Gerald Perry to start off the top of the 8th. And we get a 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is this at bat. He is an ace. So it's a strikeout. So Bob Patterson with the strikeout brings up Andres Thomas, and the Braves are definitely in danger of losing their 8th in a row. It is a 2-4-5. 2-4-5 is blank for the batter. Is he a hero? No, he's not. So it's a pop out to second. And we go to the experience chart on this next at bat. And the experience, Ozzie Virgil is an icon, and Patterson's a semi-prospect, but Jim Leyland's not going to worry about using any manager cards when you got a 5-run lead in the 8th, so I'm going to let it slide. He is a prospect this at bat, 3-6. 3-6 prospect pitcher. He is a prospect pitcher. So it misses the outside corner, batter rips deep drive to the outfield for a double. So Ozzie Virgil, a 2-out double. 2-out double for Ozzie Virgil. And that will bring up Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard, the batter. It is a 1-1-6. 1-1-6 ask, is he fresh? Yes, he is. It's a strikeout. So Bob Patterson, despite his inexperience, gets through the 8th unscathed. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th. And we're going to have a new Braves pitcher, and we'll be right back with a new pitcher right after this. New Braves pitcher is Ed Olwine. He is a workman with semi-control. He will be an ace this first at bat, facing Rafael Belliard and then Barry Bonds, thanks to that double switch. It's a 3-3-5. 3-3-5, is he wild? No, he's not. Is the batter a sad sack? Belliard's a semi-sad sack. Decider says he is, so he grounds out to second. And so Belliard makes the first out of the 8th inning. And that brings up Barry Bonds, who came in on that double switch to play left field. He's batting in the number 9 position. And lefty on lefty matchup, 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. So we got a ground ball to first base. So it's a ground ball to Gerald Perry for out number 2. And Bonds is gone. 2 down. Here's Cangelosi, top of the order. It's a 1-3-5, so we're back to the unusual chart again. A black 1 means we're going to the ballpark, which Three River Stadium plays big for both hitters. So we're going to roll against the ballpark table. And we get a 4-5. 4-5 small ballpark, slugger or home run king blast home runs. Others fly out. Otherwise, any batter flies out to the warning track. So it would have been a fly out either way because Cangelosi doesn't have any power. But it's going to be a fly ball, we'll call it to right field, to end the inning. So the inning is over, and we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Braves. Not that they're going to do anything, but they'll be facing Patterson, who is no longer fresh. And actually the pitcher spot is coming up now, so Olwine will leave, and we'll get a new pitcher. I'm sorry, a new hitter, new batter in the game for the Braves. And they'll go with right-handed hitting Gary Renicky. So Gary Renicky will pick up a bat and hit. He will hit for the pitcher Olwine. So Renicky Stepping up to pinch hit here in the ninth. Gary Renicky against Patterson. It's a 2-4-4. 2-4-4, is he an ace? No, he's not an ace. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not a champion. So he grounds out the short because he's not a whiffer. So Renicky, 6-3 ground out, 1 away. Failed pinch hitting opportunity there. Here's Albert Hall. It's a 1-3-4. 1-3-4, gold catcher? No. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not a champion. So we have outfield drama. And all the outfielders are neutral. I'll take that back. Barry Bonds is gold. So Barry Bonds is a gold outfielder. The other two are neutral. It's a 1-4. 1-4, right fielder gold. No, he's not gold. So it's a base hit to right field with a experience chart check in the next at bat. But it is a single for Albert Hall. 1 out, single. And that'll bring up Deion James. And Deion James is neutral. And Patterson is a semi-prospect. So neutral against semi-prospect. And they're both neutral. 1-6. Icon pitcher. No, he's not an icon pitcher. Batter connects on a single to the outfield. Lead die of 1. Runner advances 1 base. So it's a single. And that will move Hall to second base. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up Ken Oberkfell, and I believe the bullpen is active now for the Pirates as Dale Murphy's on deck. So they're going to have a pitcher waiting for him, a righty, to be coming in should the need arise. Looks like it's going to be, well, we don't know who it's going to be yet. We'll wait and see. There's multiple selections down there. But right now, Ken Oberkfell against Bob Patterson, 2 on, 1 out, top of the ninth. It is a 1-1-4, and a 1-1-4 asks, is he fresh? Yes, he is fresh, because he's semi-fresh. The side die says he is fresh. It's a ground out to short, and on a lead die of 1, that is a double play. So Oberkfell hits into the 6-4-3 double play to end the ball game, and the Pirates don't have to worry about their bullpen anymore. They have completed the victory. Final score of 7-2, and we'll be right back with the totals. All right, checking the totals. Final line score, Pirates 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors they committed. They left 6. Braves 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 on base. So some missed opportunities on the base paths for the Braves, particularly leaving the bases loaded in the top of the second. Winning pitcher was Bob Walk. He went 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, neither of which were earned thanks to the errors by his infielders. Walk 4, struck out 6. Bob Patterson, 2 innings of shutout relief, but no save because the score was too large. Zane Smith, a tough luck loser, pitched a quality start. 6 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs. Walked 2, struck out 2. Gene Garber, however, 1 inning, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs. The big blow, the 3-run home run to Jim Morrison. And he walked 1, did not strike out anybody. Ed Olwine pitched the bottom of the 8th, 1-2-3 to end the lines on the pitchers. So Braves now are 15-21 officially, and now have an 8-game losing streak. Jim Acker is no longer unhappy because that was just for this game, so that will not carry over. So we'll see if they have anything new going on, but they're going to be in the dissonant pool for a while until they win a game, because they're now at an 8-game losing streak, which is higher than the one side of a D6. So they're always going to be in that particular category. So that's going to do it here from Three River Stadium. Braves continue their struggles. Hopefully when they get back home to Fulton County, they can turn that around. We shall see. But for now, that's going to do it. They are now 15-21, losers of 8 in a row. Maybe Chuck Tanner needs to have a closed-door meeting with his players. Don't know. We'll see what happens here. Maybe he'll shake up the lineup or do something to try to turn this around. We shall see. But I apologize for the previous game not going on the YouTube channel very well because of the copyright thing. So I kept it nice and clean this time around. Didn't infringe on anybody's musical rights. So I just put out a video with just strictly baseball. And hopefully, even though the game turned out to be not so close near the end, that it turned out to be where at least you could see the whole thing. So long from now, and enjoy whatever game you're playing. We'll see you later.